Alrighty, hey folks, I am Becky with Enduring Finances and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute since I have been on here. I took a much needed break to kind of recompose myself and regroup, recharge, and want to make a separate video about this so that it doesn't, if you don't want to watch this, that's fine. I totally understand that. You're interested in the content that I'm putting out. But I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about why I took a break, because I can, and I feel like it's important to share and be honest about things. And I'll start by saying, like, the last couple months have been a lot for me. I went through a great summer and lost some people that I had served with in the military, unfortunately. Multiple people this year I've lost to suicide. It adds up. I know a lot of people are very familiar with the 22 veterans a day take their own life and 1 active duty service member, and it's a real thing. Suicide and mental health are a huge struggle for people not even in the military. Just in general, life is hard and people struggle, and a lot of people don't feel like they can talk about it, and they don't want to bother people or put a burden on other people, and so they hold it inside, and then life happens and here we are. So based off of those individuals passing away and other people that I have served with, other friends that I have served with that have also taken their life over the years, I needed to work some stuff out. And so I went ahead and found a counselor or therapist, however you want to call it, and I've been seeing them for a few weeks now, and we've talked pretty openly about losing friends to suicide and just the general struggles and baggage, if you will, that I have been carrying around and need to unpack. So I took a break to focus on myself, on my mental health, and make sure that I was good to go to continue moving forward and to continue to try and help people understand about finances and all of that good stuff. I think it's really important to make sure that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you do as a career or as an individual or a person or a parent, that you are taking care of yourself and you are making sure that you are taking care of not only your physical health but your mental health as well. And so I'm happy to say that the new United States National Suicide and Mental Health Crisis Hotline went live with 988. So whereas if you were in a physical emergency, you would call 911, in this one, if you're having a mental health crisis or you're in that tunnel vision of you can't get out of that moment and you're struggling with thoughts of suicides, or you just need someone to talk you through maybe a bout of anxiety or depression or just a struggle and you don't want to put it on someone that you do know, you can call 988, you can text 988, you can go to 988.com or .org, I think it is, and chat with someone online completely anonymously and confidential about what's going on, and just kind of get it out of your system and just talk about it. And I think it's a really good resource, so I want to make sure that everybody knows that 988 is a great resource in a moment of mental health crisis, or you just need someone for a little bit of support even if you don't know them. I also wanted to share where I found my therapist at, because this is one of the greatest resources that I think a lot of mental health professionals would like more people to know about, because I think one of the most common things that people run into is they don't know where to start when it comes to finding someone to talk to. And I think, my opinion, the best resource that is out there is psychologytoday.com, and I want to show you why. Now, a lot of you probably think about Psychology Today as a news outlet. It puts out information, it puts out different articles about self-help and education and all that, but I don't want to talk about that. You don't have to read that, you don't have to read any of those. What they have is Find a Therapist. And you can literally go in and type in your city, and I'm in Boise, Idaho, and go search, and it is going to give you different therapists that work in the area. They're going to give you a picture. They're going to give you information about who they are, what kind of service they provide, and what their credentials are, and they're going to be verified through this system. They give you contact information. You can call them, you can email them, you can see clearly if they offer online therapy, and you can filter through different issues that might be going on. Maybe you're struggling with addiction or depression or grief because you lost someone to suicide. You can filter through insurance. A lot of them work with different insurance companies. Some of them don't want to work with insurance companies, and some of them operate on a sliding scale, and they base that off of your income and your ability to pay. And they are very open with working with you because ultimately these individuals here, they want to help. That is their goal in life. That is why they chose this profession and went through years of education and training to help you. You can filter by their gender. You can show men, women, non-binary. There are different types of therapy that they offer as far as like psychotherapy and trauma focused, and even if you don't understand that, don't worry about it. You can do age. Maybe you're looking for a counselor for your kid. Maybe your 5-year-old is really struggling with something, or your parents are struggling with transitioning to the end stages of their life. And you can also filter it by price on how much they are offering or how much are they charging per session. And you can see they have that sliding scale down there too. And it'll update all these therapists and show you what they have. And you can see a lot about who they are. And we'll just look at this one, Susan. They'll give you a little bit about them. They'll talk about their specialties, issues that they work with, and photos of them, their phone number, and then they'll talk about their cost per session. How much are they going to potentially charge you? And do they offer a sliding scale? How do they do that? Are they doing bank, check, card, all of those things? Where are they from? What do they focus on? And all of those things. And so I think Psychology Today is an outstanding resource that you can search through and just find anybody. It doesn't even have to be in Idaho. It can be anywhere in the United States. They're going to be listed on here and give you a ton of different options to potentially work with. I think 988 is great because it offers that suicide and crisis lifeline that is confidential, that is anonymous if you want it to be. And you can call, or you can text, or you can just message them online and talk to somebody in the moment. I think it's okay to not be okay all the time. So we know that life happens and it's a crap sandwich and we all have to take a bite of it, and we're all going to go through struggles, and everyone is struggling with something, and everyone has moments where they feel alone and isolated and there's nowhere to go. I think it's important to understand that there are resources out there, and this is just the starting point for you to look at that. I think we all need to leave ourselves a little bit of grace and compassion and just try and do the best that we can with the tools that we have, and hopefully these are 2 tools that you can add to your belt and maybe use or help someone else that you know that could help themselves with these. So I'm going to end it on that note and say thank you for your support and for sticking around for this, and let's move forward with life together.